This little referral card, it might not look like much, just a cheap piece of cardstock with some words on it, but this is how I went from literally begging for customers to having lines wrapped around the block, and it happened almost unbelievably overnight. But just a few weeks before this little piece of paper turned my world upside down, I was on the absolute verge of giving up. I was sitting alone in an empty food truck, the silence broken only by the sound of rain, totally convinced I'd made a catastrophic mistake. This isn't just a story about a clever marketing trick. This is the story of how a moment of desperation forced me to rethink everything. How one simple idea born from rock bottom saved not just my business, but my dream. I'm going to share the whole story. For me, food has always been about connection. It's so much more than just fuel. It's about memory. It's about comfort. The taste of mom's cooking, the shared pizza on a Friday night, the warmth of a dish passed down through generations. That's the magic. That's why I poured every last penny and a terrifying chunk of money I didn't have into a beat-up, forgotten food truck. I spent 2 solid months bringing that truck back from the dead. It wasn't glamorous. It was just me, covered in grease and sweat. I learned how to install new countertops and gave it a fresh coat of paint, a bright, optimistic yellow that felt like sunshine. My dream was to serve the best gourmet grilled cheese anyone had ever tasted. I called the truck the Meltdown. I had this whole movie playing in my head. I'd park on a busy city street, and the intoxicating smell would be my siren song. I'd be a part of the local community, a landmark. Best of all, I'd be my own boss, serving food I was passionate about. The reality. Well, the reality was brutal. My first day was a full-blown catastrophe. I was prepped and ready for 100 customers. I sold exactly 7 sandwiches. 5 of those were to my mom, my sister, and friends who came by out of sheer pity. The second day was even more soul-crushing. I sold 4. The days started blurring into this painful, monotonous loop. I'd set everything up, arrange the napkins, clean the counter until it gleamed, and then I'd wait, and then wait some more. The silence inside that truck was the loudest, most oppressive sound I have ever heard. It was the sound of my savings account draining. I'd watch people walk by. They'd slow down, maybe glance at my menu for a second, then just keep walking. It felt like personal rejection. I tried everything, bigger signs, upbeat music, even free samples. I felt like a desperate pest. Free sample. Gourmet grilled cheese. My absolute lowest point came about 3 weeks in. It was a cold, rainy Tuesday, the kind of day people crave comfort food. I drove to a new spot right near a huge office complex. I thought the lunch rush would be my big break. Thousands of people. The lunch rush never came. From noon to 2 o'clock, I sold 0 sandwiches, not a single one. It was a statistical impossibility. At 2:30, I just gave up. I turned off the griddle. I slid down to the floor and stared out at the rain streaking the glass. The debt, the maxed out credit cards, the loan, the humiliation. I felt like a complete and utter fraud. Considered driving home, slapping a for sale sign on the windshield, and begging for my old job back. The dream was over. I was sitting there in the dark, watching other people's successes on my phone. And in that moment, a thought popped into my head. The handful of people who do buy a sandwich always say they love it. So, what if I could get them to tell just one other person? Just a simple one-to-one recommendation, a friend telling a friend. I had to build a system for it. Not a loyalty card, but a referral card. A 2-sided card designed to create a social interaction. 1 card, 2 offers. I ordered 200 of the cheapest cards. On one side it said, "Your friend is a legend. Show this card and get 50% off." On the other side it said, "Bring them into the fold. Have them snap a pic for a free side of our epic fries." The box of cards showed up. I handed one to every single person who bought a sandwich, all 12 of them on that Wednesday. Thursday, something shifted. A woman came to the window with the card. My roommate gave me this and told me I had to try the bacon jam. An hour later, a guy in a suit showed me a picture on his phone of a coworker eating a grilled cheese. It was working. Friday was the real explosion. I pulled up and saw 3 people waiting. By noon, I had a line 10 people deep. I was slinging sandwiches faster than ever, music blasting. It was pure, beautiful, profitable chaos. We sold out for the first time. That $9 box of cards transformed my life. The truck became a bustling, joyful hub of connection. It turns out, when you build a system that fosters community, they'll stand in line to thank you for it, one grilled cheese at a time.